Mansur Sab, recording.
HR. Yeah. So, Brother James, who is the Executive Director of John Maxwell Team and is CEO and President of the International Leadership Training Institute, will facilitate in this session. And people will going to join within the session. लोग ज्वाइन करेंगे सेशन के बीच में और जो लोग ज्वाइन क्योंकि लोग ऑन द वे हैं आफ्टर हैविंग द क्लोजर ऑफ देयर ऑफिस तो इनवाइट लोग ज्वाइन करते चले जा रहे हैं जो लोग बाद में ज्वाइन करेंगे उन तक भी हम सेशन की रिकॉर्डिंग भी प्रोवाइड कर देंगे साथ में जो प्रेजेंटेशन हम यहाँ पर शेयर करेंगे वो भी इन लोगों के साथ PDF फॉर्मेट में शेयर कर देंगे Now I am handing over this session to Brother Zim to facilitate this very important topic to all of us. Please, Brother Jim.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. I think some people are still going to join, but maybe we can start. Can we start or we need to wait a few minutes? Should we start?
Can conclude well in time.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, again for joining the CHRP. And we believe that this session is going to help you in many, many different ways. And it is my privilege to be with you today. Thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Mansur Saab. So today we're gonna talk about leadership development in HR. This session need to be participatory, so I would be needing your help. When you think about leadership in HR, what is the things is coming in your mind? Anyone? Yeah, Sajila. I cannot hear you.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes,
Hello.
please. Yes.
I think in being a HR manager, you have to lead your team in different manners, like for their rights, to protect their rights, and also make clear their responsibilities. Somewhere you have to take stand for your employees as well your management.
Yeah, both sides, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that is one of the job of the HR person, that he or she work for the both, for the organization and for the employees as well. So you have, but today we're gonna talk a little bit about the leadership in HR. Maybe sometime it will be, together, some of the time it will be not together, it can be future, right? Or the present things is going on. So let's, so what is the leadership in human resource management? So leadership is a process, right? We all know that we, as a person, we influence each other, and also we accomplish the objective or the target or the vision the organization have, right? And we need to make sure that any plan we are taking today, any activities, any program, any kind of decisions that which we are making today, and it is relate in future and have the authenticity at the same time, the core values, all the things is actually coming together. So, but it is a process. We need to remember this very much. Anything you want to add with this statement? Leadership is a process by which a person influences others to accomplish an objective and directs the organization in a way that makes it more cohesive and coherent. Anyone want to say anything in your own way? Sorry, I had a little bit problem with Urdu, but I do understand Urdu. So you may feel free to talk in Urdu and English both. Elora raised your hand.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Sir, this is Irona Matthew from Irpokastan. When we talk about leadership in human resource, your first question was a bit confusing for me, like, how it relates in only in HR, like how, but now this statement is clarifying that what is this about? And I'm just thinking, just to see this statement that leadership, human resource itself is responsible to build leaders because they are connected with the, if I would say bottom to top, the staff, all of the human resources that we have in the organization. So somehow they are leading top to bottom all and helping to build leaders at all levels. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, the HR person actually hired the leader also, right? For many different positions. So you are right. Maybe HR department itself does not do many things, but it hire other people to do the things as well, right? Another person raised hand. Anyone? Some of you are already doing many things, but today we're gonna go to a little bit basics, and then we're gonna go a little bit, top level, because I personally don't know everyone's level. So we're gonna go to the basics, and many things maybe you already know, but it is good to go one more time so that we refresh ourselves and we clarify ourselves of the things we already know. So leadership development, we're talking about the leadership development is a set of activities that prepare current and future leaders to perform effectively in their roles. Leadership development enables employees to improve their skills in areas such as definitely decision making, project management, strategy, network building, team management, innovation, coaching and development, and others. You may add many other things with the others. If you want to add one more thing, so what that would be? Anyone?
Sir, training.
Training. Training is coaching and developing inside that training, but you can put it in a separate way as well. Yeah, you're right. Anything else?
I think crisis management is an important thing for the organization.
Sir, research and development also.
Research and development. Okay. It's very why you think it is necessary?
To make any organization strong.
Because new things
me-
is coming every day, right? A lot of new things is coming in the market.
Yes,
and
for me,
Okay, Sajila, please go ahead.
for me, for me, research and development is most important thing for any organization, because if you need to modernize or advance or develop your organization, you have to keep up with the modern technology and new incubation into your organization. Without new strategies and new technology, you can't do anything
Mm,
for progress. So I
mm,
think it's the most important thing for any organization.
mm,
When we talk about innovation and advancement,
mm.
the only thing research and development can make better things.
That's very true. Very, very true. Um, some of the department, definitely you hire the people to do that kind of things. Um, that you need to know from the board or from the leaders what they actually want, right? HR department, they want to know that what kind of things this organization or the business is looking for. Okay, Laura, you raised your hand again.
Yes, sir. Actually, I was just thinking about leadership succession plan. That is something I often find in an organization that miss. I mean, normally, like the existing leaders do not consider, or the management doesn't consider to have leadership succession plan. It can be a part of a strategy because you have already listed out there. So it can be a part of that. But I think for me, it's that is something very important, having a second line or preparing the second line.
That's true. If you see our left side, it is written, prepare the current and the future leaders to perform effectively in their roles. So we already mentioned leadership development is a set of activities that prepare current and future leaders. So definitely it is one of the most important things that organization need to do. And anything we can start a company, but the sustainability and the future of that organization is very, very important. More important, I think, is just not starting the organization or company or a business, but make sure that we have it, for the long period of time. So it's very, very important. You are right. Anyone else?
I think, brother, I need to add that there must be a thing which is very important कि crisis management जो है organization के अंदर उसको भी बहुत वैल्यू दी जा सकती है कि एक्चुअली ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सही लीडरशिप का पता भी उस वक्त चलता है जब कि ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को क्राइसिस को फेस करना पड़ रहा होता है.
Yeah.
नॉर्मली तो सब कुछ लोग कर ही रहे होते हैं ना,
Mhm.
सिस्टम भी होते हैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की और
हाँ.
ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सक्सेस भी चल रही होती है, लेकिन वो लीडरशिप तभी मर्ज होकर सामने आती है जब वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को किसी भी तरह की क्राइसिस से निकाल सके.
Yeah, that is the reason we actually put the number one is decision making. So it's very, very important that you not only see now, but you are able to see in future. That is the area the leadership comes. The many times that we want the current profit, we do not think about future. But a good leader, and they're always thinking about, okay, we are doing okay now, but what is future? So leadership comes for the future, not only present, but for the future. So decision making is one of the most important part of this leadership development. Anyone else?
Sajida has some concern. Has this,
Mansoor Sab, you are breaking. Your voice is not very clear.
I think Sajila has raised her hand. I think
Okay.
she has some query, but I think she lowered down.
Anyone want to add anything? Okay, let's go to the next slide. So leadership development, there is an important role. So just say a few things that you think is very, very important, that because of this is the reasons that a leadership development is very, very important in HR.
Sir, to make any organization successful, leadership is very important. It is a basic building block, you can say.
That's true. That's true. Anyone else?
सर मैं इस हवाले से बात करना चाहूंगी कि जब हम लीडरशिप की बात करते हैं तो इसका मतलब है कि हम लोग अपॉर्चुनिटीज दे रहे हैं, क्योंकि जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होती है मोस्टली उसको हेड बॉस करते हैं, नॉट अ लीडर। लेकिन अगर कोई लीडर उस पे हो तो वो दूसरों को भी लीडरशिप की अपॉर्चुनिटी देता है। तो बीइंग एचआर मैनेजर आप लीडरशिप के रोल को डिफाइन करते हैं, तो फिर जो नए आने वाले आपके एम्प्लॉयज होते हैं उनको इतना एटमॉस्फेयर मिलता है जो अपनी प्रोग्रेस को एक गुड फेथ में आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए काम करते हैं, जो कि कंपनी की और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की ग्रोथ के लिए एक पॉजिटिव फ्लैग होता है या एक अपॉर्चुनिटी कह लें। और अगर आपका एचआर मैनेजर ही मतलब के लीडरशिप के क्वालिटीज नहीं रखता तो ये एक मेजर चैलेंज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए सेल्फ होगा, क्योंकि जब आप अपने एम्प्लॉयज को वो ग्रोथ का चांस नहीं दे रहे, काम करने की अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं दे रहे, या उनको वो कंफर्ट जोन नहीं दे रहे जो विद इन द स्पेस ऑफिस की स्पेस में रहते हुए वो काम कर सके। क्योंकि इट्स माय पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस कि जब आप किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम करते हो तो आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वो सारी चीजों को मुहैया करने में बहुत ज्यादा इन्वॉल्व होती है कि जिससे आपका एम्प्लॉय अपनी अच्छी प्रोग्रेस दे सके। लेकिन अगर आप एम्प्लॉय को ही तंग करते रहेंगे, उसको कंफर्ट जोन नहीं देंगे, उसके लिए उसके पास टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं होगी, जहाँ पे वो बैठा हुआ है वो कंफर्टेबल नहीं है, उसका माइंड ही इरिटेट है, तो वो फिर प्रोग्रेस नहीं उस तरह से आती। तो एचआर मैनेजर उसकी बहुत सारी चीजों का ख्याल रखता है, उसका लीव रिकॉर्ड, उसकी परफॉर्मेंस, उसको पता होता है कि एट द एंड ऑफ द डे मुझे एक अच्छा प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट मेरी आएगी तो मुझे उस पर बेनिफिट मिलेगा, अप्रिसिएशन मिलेगी, तो वो भी अपना 100% देता है। लेकिन जब अगर लीडरशिप में ही वो क्वालिटी नहीं होगी तो फिर यू कांट थिंक के एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ग्रो कर सकती है उस तरह से।
Okay, when we're talking about the important things, just remember that we are talking about two different things. One is a employee or the individuals, right? Human. And another one, we are talking about the organization. So it's two different things. We need to think about that if we can run the organization, if it is grow, if it is benefited, the employee is going to be benefited as well. So two different things is grow side by side, right? So we are not only talking about the employee, we are at the same time we are talking about the growth of the organization or the company. So when you're talking about the leadership, always remember it's not only the employee, but the organization. If there is an organization, then you have the employee. All right. If organization, there is no organization, there is no business, there will be no employee. So when you're talking about the leadership, you need to think about side by side, both of the things. Are we clear? Okay, so let's go. So leadership development, it is one of the most important things that you need to equip the leaders with the skills that can help them enhance the productivity of their team. So when we're talking about the team, that we are not talking about the one person. There is a difference between a leader and leadership. I will come back to that. Leader is one thing and leadership is different things. Leader can be without any other people help. You can be a leader. But when you're talking about the leadership, then we're talking about a lot of skills, productivity, activity, skill development, all these things. Does it make sense? That how you can develop your, all the skills, all the things you have inside of that is the leadership development. But leader is different. Leader is an individual. But when a leadership development, that is the time we are talking about the corporate things, we are talking about the social structure, not the individual structure. Is it make sense? Anyone? I think you will be clear when we go to some other slides. So two different things, leader and leadership development is equip the leaders with the necessary skills so that it can be productive. He or she can be productive. It can within short period of time can bring a lot of results. That is the things we are talking about. You would be able to achieve many things. Yeah, that is the things we are talking about, that and a skill development, a leader actually help other employees that, hey, if you do this is the way, maybe short period of time, instead of working hard, you work smart and you make a lot of product, short period of time. And that is the area you need the skill development. So leadership development to boost the employee engagement. This is the things we need to remember. It boosts the employee engagement, increase the organization ability to deal with the gaps in the talent pipeline. Like one person in the team is very behind, but when we are engaged, we help each other, and then actually we reduce the gap within the team. And then we know the first line leadership, second line leadership, third line leadership, then we are actually creating more leadership in the same way. So it is reduce the headache, that tension, worriness, all these things, and the cost associated with the turnover, that within limited money, you would be able to produce many things. So the great leaders attract, hire, inspire the great people. So that is another job of the leadership development. And it is the very important things, that attracting the great other leaders, hiring them, inspiring them, keep them. You not just only hire them, but you inspire them so that they are with you long-term basis. Anyone want to add anything? Or any confusion? Anything is not clear?
Sir, I have a question and a big confusion. Sir, in leadership or in this lecture, we have learned we can make a good business without money or small money. But in real life, we see we can't make a good business without money. How is it possible?
No, you definitely need investment, but a leader many times, if he has a good vision, then is just think about that the last 2 years it was a pandemic, right? A lot of people, and they sold masks, right? It was not a lot of investment in the beginning. As soon as they were able to sell a lot of masks, and then they, the money they earned, with that same money they used, and I know some of the people, they actually made millions. They thought in a right time, they thought a little bit ahead of other people. That is the leadership does, that you need to think ahead, what is the problem is coming, at the same time with the problem, what is the opportunity, and you take that opportunity with the limited amount of money and then make the investment and made it big, so you can do it as well. But many
Okay, sir.
business, yeah, many business is big, definitely you need to make the investment, big investment as well.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anyone want to add anything? Mansur sir, you want to?
Yes, brother, इन्होंने जो अभी क्वेश्चन किया ना कि एक्चुअली लीडरशिप वो विजन प्रोवाइड करती है आपको कि आपने कब किसी भी बिजनेस के अंदर एंट्री लेनी है और कब उससे एग्जिट करना है। जिस तरह ब्रदर ने एग्जांपल दी, वो कोरोना के टाइम में जो बिजनेस लोगों ने रन किए और बहुत सारे बिजनेस रन किए, कुछ लोग उस बिजनेस से प्रॉफिट लेके चले गए और कंसोलिडेट कर लिया, वो कुछ लोग उस बिजनेस में आके फंस गए ना। तो राइट टाइम टू एंटर इन एनी बिजनेस इज रियली इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग। तो ये आपकी लीडरशिप, आपका विजन है जो आपको प्रोवाइड करता है कि आपने कब बिजनेस में एंटर होना है, कब उस बिजनेस से एग्जिट लेना है। ओके, और कई लोग का काम करते थे जब उनको देख के और लोग भी एंटर हो गए। लोग उस वक्त एंटर हो गए जब मार्केट सेचुरेटेड होगी ना। तो उन लोगों ने जो अर्ली एंट्री ली उन्होंने अपने आप को डाइवर्सिफाई कर लिया अकॉर्डिंग टू द नीड एंड अदर थिंग्स। तो हमेशा लीडरशिप यही प्रोवाइड करती
Right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, but we need to make sure that the leadership is important so that we boost the employee engagement. It's very, very important. If the employee is not engaged, then the organization cannot increase. So it's very, very important things that we need to make sure that everyone feel the part of it. Yes, I own this company. I am the part of this company, right? They need to feel it. I would say like Boeing company is a, aircraft making company. The person who is the cleaner, if you ask them, where are you working? Hey, I am working for the Boeing company. So he is not saying, or she is not saying, I am a cleaner. He say, I am a part of the big things. So that is the things we are talking about, that engagement. Hey, I am a part of the big things, right? You can say that, that a big vision here. And I know that in our institute, many of our team member, they say, yeah, I'm a part of Tilty. So they feel pride about it. They are taking the responsibility about it. It does not matter what kind of job you do. I am part of the Tilty. That kind of engagement, you need to be there for the growth of the organization and personal growth as well, so that you own that, you take the ownership of the company or the organization or business you start. So we talk a little bit about it. The leadership development is important because leaders are essential for all lines of business in any organization, especially since leadership and management go hand in hand. What is the difference between leadership and management? Anyone? Leadership and management, or what is the difference between a leader and a manager? I'm sure you know it. Just say.
Sir, as a leader, take its whole employees with it, but manager follow the leader.
Manager follow the leader. Okay. Any other way anyone want to say? Anyone?
सर मैनेजर अगर लीडर भी हो तो क्वाइट हेल्पफुल होता है क्योंकि बीइंग ए मैनेजर एम्प्लॉयज become hesitant to discuss their problems, or if they have good ideas they are like hesitate to share them. But if a manager is a leader, like उसकी अपनी पर्सनल क्वालिटीज में लीडरशिप की क्वालिटी है तो वो दूसरों को स्पेस देगा, उनके आइडियाज को वेलकम करेगा और उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉर्ट आउट करेगा जहाँ पे भी वो उनको प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही हैं। लाइक वर्किंग एनवायरनमेंट में कोई भी उनको चैलेंज आ रहा है तो वो उनके साथ बैठ के उसको सॉर्ट आउट करेगा। लेकिन जब एक पर्सन सिर्फ मैनेजर के रोल में होगा तो वो उस तरह से अपने एम्प्लॉयज को स्पेस नहीं दे पाएगा, वो उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स को और प्रॉब्लम्स बना देगा। मतलब कि एक मेजर चैलेंज उनके बीच में कम्युनिकेशन का ही आ जाएगा कि जब वो अपनी चीजों को डिस्कस नहीं कर सकते तो उसके उनके बीच में एक ब्रिज बन जाएगा जो एक डिफिकल्टी दोनों के लिए बन जाएगी काम करने के लिए। फॉर मी अगर मैनेजर लीडर भी है तो ये एक प्लस पॉइंट है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए।
In many places, the managers become a leader. It's true. A manager is a position. Leadership is actually no position. We need to think about it. Like a leader decided that let's build a building. All right. So now the manager, his job is an architect, hire an architect is going to tell that put this pillar here, put these things here. So manager, his job is make sure that all the things in line, everything is going well. All right, everything is properly, the size and the both side is working, and the where need to be the chair table, the construction work is going, so he sees that things are going well. But a leader, his job is not only the building, then why this building is necessary, where it is necessary, for whom it will be beneficial. So that kind of thing is thinking a leader. It is that manager job is things are going right, and leader's job is the right things is going right, right things we are doing, not the things is doing, but the right things we are doing. So that is the little bit different. So you are building a building like a school project. You need to make sure it is nearby the community so that they would be able to go participate, children would be able to come easily. So that is leader, think about it, that let's take the building the nearby where the community is. But manager, his job is school building is going well. He is not thinking about the community and other things. Does it make sense? Anyone want to add anything?
Yes, sir, I would like to add something. I think leader has also a big mission or wider goal or visionary. And
Yes.
yes, and I am agree with the as you have described a manager.
So leader and manager, a leader and the vision is actually goes hand in hand, right? Without a vision, there is no leader. Let me say this is the way. A leader is like a light. And when you have a light, if you touch the light, there will be some heat, right? And the heat comes with the light, right? If you touch the bulb, there will be a little bit heat, right? Does it make sense? So a leader always have a heat. That is the vision. If without the vision, without the follower, there is no leader. If you do not have any follower, you are not a leader. And if you are not raising another leader, you are not a good leader or a great leader as well. Anyone want to say anything about it?
Yeah, sir, just a brief comment on this. That I think the big difference that I see, leadership, leaders build leaders, but on the other, managers are just about the task that they are assigned for. So they are just focusing on completing the assignment. And but the leaders have, as the rest of the participants, like, I mean, they have also talked about that they are more concerned about the other things like building people or having a wide, like long-term vision or mission.
Yeah. So it is, a leader need to have a follower. But if you only build the follower, then you are a leader, but you not considered as a good leader or great leader, normal leader. But when you have more people that you raised up, and they are also leading, then definitely it is a good leadership and a great leadership. And some of you already mentioned about it, that a manager can be a leader as well, but manager is a position, that it started. There are maybe first day, Sister Tabitha Jalal, right? She taken the class. You remember that 5 levels of leadership? Some of you maybe attended that class, some of
Yes,
you
sir.
did not.
Yes, we know that. Yeah, we learn a lot from them.
So manager, it is a leadership of position as well, but it is only the lead other people. If you do not have the position, you do not have the opportunity to lead other people. So manager position is a positional leadership. It is not the next other 4 levels. So we need to remember that. Let's think about, so what is a leadership development program? Anything, any ideas, anyone? Leadership development program, what is this?
So it can be a program which can help a position to build their person as a leader or develop their personality as a leader has. I think it can be that.
Okay. Anyone else? So leadership development program, and it is a transition from an employee to a leader can be a top task to accomplish. Many times we need to think about the journey, right? We talking about the things doing together, or you have the experience. We are talking about this kind of activities, so that that you have the first hand knowledge, or the activities that you are related to, you are familiar with the task you do. So while moving up the ladder in your organization, it is essential that you have the apt skills to become a leader. This skill can be acquired through leadership development programs, and they are organized by companies to serve two purposes. Firstly, to offer employees a clear pathway for taking up the managerial roles, and secondly, to help existing leaders on their skills. So let me say it like this is the way. Many times that you just take a taxi and then or you blindfolded yourself, and you can go from Islamabad to Karachi, and you are blindfolded and you reached over there. And then another way, you can just without blindfolded, you can actually enjoy the whole journey from Islamabad to Karachi. You see every single things on the way. You stop, you meet other people, you know the road condition, where is good, where is bad, where is the protest is coming, and other things. So you are experiencing every single things. And at the same time, you know that one road is closed, then you can take another road, right? Another option you have. So that is the things we are talking about. The leadership program is actually give you the hands, give you the knowledge, give you the experience, and give you the journey, so that if something happen one way, you can make another alternative route and you would be able to go. Does it make sense? Anyone?
Yes, sir. It's quite understandable.
Okay, so that is the things that you are preparing you not only for one purpose, but the training you have, you can use your training many different ways. So Shajila, just tell me how many different ways you can make tea.
There are when you work with a team, there are different people in one place. Like everybody have their own moods and attitude. So leader has to decide how to like gather them in one place and उनको एक एजेंडा पे कैसे लेके आना है, उनको किस तरह से मोबिलाइज करना है कि वो किस तरह से काम कर सकते हैं. Sometime कुछ लोग होते हैं जो आपको एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहे होते एज ए लीडर, but in systematic organization they have to be follow you as a leader or as a manager. They are bounded, but in NGO sector and in like other small organization, it's hard to build a team. So
Okay,
you have to be. Yes, sir.
How many different ways you can make tea? TEA, tea.
Tea. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Tea. We can like put all things together like water, milk, black tea, sugar, and put it on flame. But some people like it before they want to get boiled water, then add black tea, then add sugar, and after boiling black tea, they want to add milk. But some people want to it like in a cup with hot water of mug and just add their tea bag and some dry powder milk, and they can get tea. But some people are quite choosy, so they want to it boil and make a very specialty like driver tea.
Okay, Misha. Okay, we can see her hand. Misha.
Sir, there are 3 to 4 ways we can make tea. One is doodh patti, one is kahwa, one is tea bag with tea bag, and some other ways like masale wali chai.
That's true, and black tea.
Sir, can I add here something?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Sir, I was just thinking, Joe, the long baking tea makes a good tea, the best tea, you know, which takes a time and more energy and the balance and everything. Because I don't know, but personally, I always like the tea that is made, you know, traditional way, you know, जो एक बड़ा लंबे
Yes.
process के साथ बनती है. But with the tea bag, it's just, you know, satisfying yourself that yes, you are having a cup of tea, but actually it's not. Like I don't feel it. So the point that I want to focus on is just the longest process. The process means when you go through the tough, that makes you the, you know, the best. That produces the best thing.
Yeah, it's depending on the organization, right? Your organization, maybe some people they like only the black tea, no milk and no sugar, but some people only will maybe use the tea bag. They say I'm good with the tea bag, but some of the people they will say no, I want a dudh patri, right? that is a long
Exactly.
process. Yeah, so it's maybe not everyone is the same way. So it's a different, a leader, his job or her job is make sure that what kind of people that I'm dealing with. And every single one of us, we are created by God, or definitely, and we are different, right? All of us, we are different. We are not same. We praise God that we are not same, because then it will be like one flavor, right? Everyone is chocolate flavor, you know, no no caramel, no vanilla, no other things. So, but we are different. We like different kind of flavor. A leader, his job or her job is make sure that person that I'm dealing with, the what area comfortable, what area skilled, what area within very short period of time can do achieve a great things or many things. So that is the things actually leadership comes in that area. Sometime you would be able to see some of the individual, they like working alone. Maybe you know some of the people they love being alone, but some of the people they are actually flourish when they are with the team. They do very good. So you need to think about an individual that who are very productive, working alone. It can achieve many things. But another guy alone is not doing very good. But when you put them in the team, they really do very good job. So this is the area when HR leadership need to come and find out the nature and the character and the personalities, was introvert, extrovert, different ways. So that is the thing, areas that you need to make sure that the employee, they feel secure, they feel that part of the organization, they feel that I'm contributing something. And many of them, they are thinking I'm contributing and I'm getting something as well in the benefit. So this is the area leadership comes very much, that not you do not put everything to everyone. Many times you need to make sure that your goal as an organization or an individual, that individual feel comfortable and also productive, at the same time how the company is beneficial. So you need to think about that individual way, at the same time benefit for the company as well. Does it make sense? A different kind of program we are talking about, that a program can be individual program, it can be some of the programming need to be team basis for everyone as well.
Yes, it is very important to understand that कि कौन सी जगह पे हमें कौन सा फार्मूला अप्लाई करना है. बीइंग अ लीडर,
Yes.
हमें इस चीज को evaluate करना होगा कि किस बंदे का कौन सा फार्मूला है, कौन से एम्प्लॉय को, और उसको किस तरह से फैसिलिटेट करके हम अपना बेस्ट ले सकते हैं, क्योंकि कलेक्टिव रिजल्ट हमें चाहिए होता है एट द एंड ऑफ द डे. लेकिन ये मैनेजर को डिसाइड करना होता है या लीडर को कि वो किसके साथ कौन सी स्ट्रेटजी अप्लाई करेगा तो उसको क्या बेनिफिट मिलेगा. आई थिंक सो.
That's true, very true. Thank you. Okay, so more and more organizations are emphasizing the need for the leadership development programs. So why leadership development programs? So that future, we do not know the future, right? Like last 2 years, it was a pandemic, but it does not mean that something new is not going to come, right? Something new is going to come, something new is going to worry us, something new is going to stop us in different ways. So leadership is needed so that how, if something comes on our way, how we would be able to deal with that situation, right? So that is the reason that leadership development is very, very important. The reason behind this, that it is benefit the firm as well as the employees, making it a win-win situation for both parties. When we're talking about the leadership, it's not that only company is benefiting, only few people in the top position they are benefiting, but we need to make sure that it is benefiting for both sides, the employees and the organization. If it is only the employee win, it is not very good for the company. If only the company wins, it will be not very good for the employees as well. So we need to make sure the programs we have, the vision, mission, succession, innovation, any kind of activities we are choosing, we need to make sure that the performance is growing. Strategy is a different kind of strategy we are taking, different kind of thinking we are including inside of it, so that everyone benefit an alternative. At the same time, we would be able to see the future as well, not only the present, but the leader is a visionary, so need to see the future as well. Mansur Saab, you want to add anything with this? Anyone else? Okay. So to create an effective leadership program, you need to ensure that the essential elements are included. The ingredients of a successful leadership development programs are ingredients, like the way we're talking about the tea. Tea has ingredients like water. You need a pot, you need water, then you need milk, you need sugar, you need the tea. All these kind of things, it make the tea. So in the same way, the leadership development program, there are some ingredients. It is important that the organization and the leadership needs your organization and then work your way up so that you would be able to achieve it. While creating the leadership program, consider the following factor: short-term and long-term strategic goals for the organization. So when we're talking about the short-term, it can be only 1 day, 3 day, 1 week, then quarterly, there's bi-monthly, monthly, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 5 years plan, long-term plan. So that is the things we need to make sure that we have some of the immediate benefit, and then some of the benefit it can come later. But you need to have something that if you do not have the immediate profit, then many times you are not going to be very interested to keep in the path, to be in the path. So it is very, very important that you need some of the program or activities that it benefit the employee and the organization then and then. So short term, some of the activities is very, very important. And then we need to make sure that existing or expected leadership gap, that what the employee is thinking, what the leadership is thinking, it cannot be a very, very big gap. So how both of the things we can bring them together, how they can work together, activity together, discussion together, having a tea, and then dinner, lunch together, discussion going on. So some of the things reduce the tension and build the relationship is very, very important. Existing expectation leaders, so the relationship actually bring the things. And if you have the relationship, then you can call someone, hey, it will be Saturday. I do understand that it is your holiday, but would you please come and do something for the company? And they will do it because you have the relationship. So it is very, very important that we put that kind of ingredient, that kind of relationship, so that actually benefit the company. At the same time, employee is getting a little bit overtime money as well. So it is beneficial for their family as well. And leadership traits, we're going to come with the next slide, what we mean by traits. And what are critical to the organization, some of the things we need to make sure that we need to have the basics and the value-based some of the activities. Alignment of the organization program that the company's growth and demand. So many times that company will say, hey, make sure that you deliver 50,000 Coke bottles. So you can deliver 50,000 Coke bottle for one place, but you need to make sure that the 50,000 Coke bottle, there is a demand in those areas where you are delivering. Does it make sense? So you need to make sure that what is the demand, according to the demand, then you actually supply. But if there is no demand, if you supply it, it's not going to be very beneficial over there. So some of the things that alignment, that, oh, I am sending all the cars to the one place in Karachi, and then I do not have any more cars for the Lahore, I do not have any more cars for the Faisalabad area. So that is the things you need to, as a leader, you need to think about that you cannot give every single things to every one place. You know, how you can be strategic to divide the resources you have and work accordingly. Does it make sense? Anyone have any question? Am I going too high to understand, or it is understandable?
I guess that's fine. We are going quite fine.
Okay, so
It's
some of
making
the,
sense.
yeah. So we are not talking about, when we're talking about the leadership, we always need to think about that we are not talking about only present, but we are talking about the future as well. At the same time, we are not only talking about the employees, but we are also talking about the organization. So this is the, when it is coming about the leadership, we need to understand this part. So leadership traits is very important. Like HR person, that someone is not showing up to the work, then you need to think, you need to listen, right? That person, what is going on, many times maybe the sickness, sometime maybe their wife or husband is very sick, or the children is very sick. So it is very important, willingness to listen. Listen to the employee is very important. Listen to the big vision, it is very important. And perseverance, press on. Nothing in the world can take the place of perseverance. You know, if you really hang on to that place, one day, today or tomorrow, you're gonna get some result. Honesty, selfishness, decisiveness, trust, integrity, self-managing, acting strategically, being an effective communicator, being accountable and responsible, setting clear goals and persisting in achieving the team, and having a vision for the future, fostering the creativity and innovation, and team building and promoting the teamwork. All these things actually the part of the leadership traits. And maybe some other things also you can add. But these things is very important, that you need to have that you can make the decision in time. It is like you are playing football. When the ball is going in front of you, that is the time you need to kick it. You cannot just kick it later. Does it make sense? So timing is very important. The decisiveness is when to make the choice is very important in a leadership. Now you cannot make the decision. You know, someone is very sick, you need to take that person now, you know, to the doctor, is not when he died or something happened. So we need to make sure the timing is very important. Decision, when to take it, what kind of decision you're going to take, and the transparency is very important, so that other people can see that your motive is very important, that it is not selfish, but it is rewarding for other people. You're thinking about other people. So HR individual many time that other employees, they left, they went home, 9 to 5 they work, but an HR individual, HR manager, they come early, go very late. They're thinking about other instead of their own family. So I have seen that many areas, and especially I can say our HR person in Tilty as well. I have seen her, the how much she actually think about other people, always other people, how they are going, the strike is happening, let them go early home. So make sure she will call them, reach home, when you reach home, call me, make sure that you are safe, all these things. So I'm sure many of you are holding this kind of position as well, and you are doing your best to support other employees as well. What do you think? What other trait that, if you want to add one more trait here, what would be that things that you want to add here? Anyone?
Yes, I want to add one thing. If you are taking decision, make sure that is accurate and like favorable for the both for company and for employee, because you will gonna responsible. In the absence of leadership or boss, you are the person who's responsible for the final decision.
That's
The
true.
whatever the circumstances coming, you will be responsible. You have to be very careful while you are taking any kind of decision.
That's very true. Very true. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. Let's think on the focus on the development, identifying the potential leaders, and track the progress. This is focus on the development. HR leader, you need to make sure that when you hire someone or taking someone, so you need to have a focus that what area I'm focusing. Any area you focus, that area always expand. Like if you focus on a relationship actually expand. If you focus on the finances, financial area will be better. If you focus on the education will be focused. If you are not expanding, if you focus on the training area. So where is the focus of the development? You need to decide that what area. This month we focus on this area, next month we focus on this area, or this year we focusing on this whole total area. What is the focus? And a leader need to know, and leader need to uh, encourage the manager and the employees. Let's focus on this area this year. So it is very important where you focusing. It is very important for the growth of the company, for the benefit of the company, for the future of the company, that if it is going to sustain or is going to, not going to sustain. So that is the focus is very important. And then also after focusing, you identifying the potential leaders who is going to take the responsibility, some of the focused area. Maybe you identified 4 or 5 different areas that we want to make sure we want to do good. You need to make a leader that who is going to lead in those areas. And at the same time, you track the progress. Without the tracking system, it will be not very helpful, because then you do not know where you are and where you want to go. If there is no tracking, then you do not know that what is the future holds. So tracking system is very important in any company or any organization. So minimum number of the programs, how many programs you're gonna do, so that how many programs you need to develop the organizational worker, the employees, or direct employees, indirect employees, how you going to keep them, with your alignment, where your company is came up with a new product. Now, other people who are not directly related to your company, but they sell the product of you, so you need to keep them informed. So because of that, keeping them informed to what kind of programs you need to do, how the building awareness program you're gonna do. So it is very important things. And then professionalism, that is, they are not only doing the lump sum job, but anything they do it very, very good, excellent, excellent way. So it is very, very important that how you can make sure that the employee, their standard is going higher every day, their personal living standard going high. At the same time, they are familiar with more product. There is a lot of laptop in the market. If you go to that, you can buy a laptop in 20,000, but also you can buy a laptop in a 500,000. So why you need to buy the expensive one? What is the benefit of it? You need to know the standard, so that to give the standard, you need to know the standard. You need to have the information so that you have more choices to make the decisions. Does it make sense? The more information you have, more choices you have to make the decisions. So, and it is good for the company as well. So actually, when you have a different kind of training, it's training actually help you to familiar with a different kind of product, and the technology is coming to the market. So it is always good. A company needs leaders to drive it toward a productive result. No company, I never heard any company hiring people so that they lose the business. Have you ever heard it? No one is going to hire anyone to lose the business. Everyone wants more business. Okay, anything you want to say about this slide? Anyone? Okay, let's go. So leaders should be equipped with the skills that will help them lead a team of employees to a more productive and profitable goal. Leadership development programs must help future and existing leaders to drive optimal productivity from their work peers. If it is not, this month, how much money you made, next month need to be a little bit more than that. And that is the things the leadership development does, that let's go every month, a little bit more, every month, a little bit more. And progress and the success is that if you know tomorrow a little bit more than today, then you are a successful person. Does it make sense? That if you know tomorrow a little bit more than today, or if you know today a little bit more than yesterday, then you are a successful person. So that is the things the leadership actually development program does, that will give employee a little bit more so that they would be able to bring a little bit more. Anyone want to say anything about it?
Sir, please clarify the point.
Okay, if yesterday you knew some of the things, but today you were learning some of the things, right? If you know today a little bit more than yesterday, then you are a little bit more productive today, right? If you have a little bit more information today than yesterday, then you are a little bit in one area, at least one area you are successful. And that is the reason we are talking about the leadership development program is important, so that you know today a little bit more than yesterday, or you know a little bit more tomorrow than today. Does it make sense?
Right. Actually, point is this, हमेशा बताना ही चाह रहा है कि आप लाइफ इज प्रोग्रेसिव. अगर आप प्रोग्रेस की तरफ जा रहे हैं एज कम्पेयर टू योर प्रीवियस डे, तो इसका मतलब है कि आप सक्सेसफुल हैं कंपेयर एज कम्पेयर टू योर प्रीवियस डे. अगर आपने कुछ भी अचीव किया है पहले से ज़्यादा, इसका मतलब है कि आप प्रोग्रेसिव वे पे जा रहे हैं. लेकिन अगर आपकी प्रोग्रेस रुक गई है, आप उनको अगर कंपेयर करें हमारे आज के दिन को गुजरे हुए कल से, इसका मतलब है, और अगर आपकी प्रोग्रेस पीछे है तो देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन मार्क कि अब सोचना चाहिए कि हमारी प्रोग्रेस क्यों नहीं हुई, हम आगे बढ़े क्यों नहीं, हम रुक क्यों गए.
That is the places is comes with the track record, track your
Oh, okay, right, sir. I can now I
yourself.
can understand.
Okay. So tracking the progress is very, very important. let's go. Mansur Sahab, are we taking any break or anything?
I think we have to take 5 to 10 minutes break. We can have.
Hello, I
Yeah,
cannot hear you.
yeah, we can have a 10 minutes break as per
Okay.
your convenience, whenever you need to have.
Yeah, we can take, let's take a 10-minute break now.
Okay, there is a 10
Everyone,
minutes break, and we will get resume just after 10 minutes.
7:45, let's take
Yeah,
a little bit break. I hope everyone. Again, welcome back. So we started talking about the leader should be equipped with the skills that will help them lead a team of employees to a more productive and profitable goal. Any organization, and definitely they want their product need to go out and make the profit. And to make the profit, they need to equip the people with the necessary skills. That is the things we are talking about. The leader not only thinking about now, but thinking about the future as well. And leader also make sure that they prepare their employees for to face the challenges as well. The in future maybe some of the challenges coming, so they take some of the program or the initiative, like maybe in future there will be some cyber attack. A cyber attack can never happen, maybe your company or anything, but your company and the director or the company leader train the employee. If something happens, some of the information how you can protect it. So the training you are taking now, so that in future if something happens you would be able to prevent the information, prevent the some of the work you already have done. So because of that you are preparing future, not only for now. So that is the things we are talking about, but you need to be productive as well. So how to improve your leadership skills? And can improve our leadership skills. You know, it never happened within a day or two. It is not as simple as boiling egg or making a cup of tea. It is not. You need to work to become the more skills that you have, the better leader you are. So you need to gain or the acquire that kind of knowledge or the skills. It's very important to improve your leadership skills. So some of the tips, let's talk about it. Anyone want to say anything before I go to the next one slide? Anyone?
Sir, I just want to add that in the beginning, like you just said that it is a process and it takes time. And I think to improve your leadership skills, that is also continuous process that you, like every day you are working on it. And like when we were talking about the improvement, like yesterday is better than today is better than yesterday, and tomorrow will be better than today. So
Yes.
it is always a process of growing, like in your skill.
That's very true. That's very right. Yeah, thank you, Irona. So anyone, maybe we're not gonna go through every single things. Some of it is essential. Actually, my slide is covering myself to see it. Okay, it is essential that as a leader, you have a clear vision and the goals, you know, for preparing to the organization as well as the team. Identify your strength and weaknesses and try to use them to your benefit. Anyone want to say anything about why it is necessary to identify your strength and weaknesses and how you can be benefited from your weaknesses? Anyone?
सर मैं इसमें ऐड करना चाहूंगी कि व्हेन वी एनालाइज आवर सेल्फ, जब हम अपना सेल्फ एनालिसिस करते हैं तो बहुत सारी चीजें हमारे सामने आ जाती हैं, जिसमें अब लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज को आइडेंटिफाई करना बहुत इजी है थ्रू दिस कोर्सेज एंड प्रोग्राम्स। और वीकनेसेस भी हमारी इस तरह से होती हैं कि जिनको हम एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहे होते और वो हमारे लिए चैलेंज बन रही होती हैं। लाइक वी डोंट एक्सेप्ट कि हमारे साथ जो एम्प्लॉयज है वो किन चैलेंजेस से गुजर रहे हैं और हम लोग भी इन चैलेंजेस से गुजर रहे होते हैं। बीइंग ए मैनेजर हमें भी पता है कि हम भी सेम रोड से गाड़ी ड्राइव करके आए हैं, गाड़ी खराब भी होती है और रास्ते में भी कुछ लोग आपको इस तरह से मिल जाते हैं जो बिल्कुल आपको आउट ऑफ माइंड कर देते हैं कि आप जैसे वर्क प्लेस में एंटर होते हैं तो आप ग्रीटिंग करते हुए भूल जाते हैं कि नाउ यू आर इन ए सर्टेन प्लेस और आपको वो भूल जाना है जो आप पीछे फेस करके आए। सम टाइम घर में प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं लेकिन आप उनको अपने वर्क प्लेस पे नहीं लेके जा सकते। बीइंग अ लीडर हमें इन चीजों को ओवरकम करके आने वाले एम्प्लॉयज को इस तरह से ग्रीट करना होता है कि वो भी अपनी इन सारी प्रॉब्लम से बाहर निकल के आके फौरन से कंफर्ट जोन में आ जाए कि वो भी मतलब सारा कुछ भूल जाए और एक नए दिन का आगाज एक खुशगवार मूड से करें। तो ये हमारी वीकनेसेस होती हैं जिनको हम खुद एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहे होते कि ये हमारे ड्रॉबैक्स हैं। अगर हम इन चीजों को साथ लेके चलेंगे या चेंज नहीं करेंगे तो प्रोग्रेस नहीं होगी। जो हम चीजें डेवलपमेंट की बात करते हैं या डे बाय डे चेंजेस हैं तो वो ये चीजें भी हैं कि हमारे आपस में रिलेशनशिप बिल्डिंग किस तरह से होगी, तो स्ट्रेंथ भी वो वीकनेस हमारी फिर हमारी स्ट्रेंथ बन जाएगी। दिस इज फ्रॉम माय साइड।
Irona?
Yes, sir. I think identifying strengths and weaknesses are very important because when you identify your strengths, it gives you encouragement and it gives you time to celebrate that how much you have achieved. But you really need to keep it balanced. Otherwise, it may convert into pride or something. So it has to be balanced. And when you identify your weaknesses, I think that is very important because it helps you to grow and it helps you to be focused on improvement. So this is from my side.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. I like to take some of the big things in my hand, and as an individual I work not only Tilty but almost 22 different companies that I'm involved with. And my wife, she knows that I take some big things, but she is a perfectionist. So she knows that James is doing, but some of the things she need to go and check that, make sure that it maintain the quality. So many times I'm not, doing all these things. I say, okay, it's big, it's good. But my wife will come and she'll say, it is big, it is good. But some of this area, this, you see that in this area we can improve. In this area we can improve. She is not, my wife, she is not extrovert like me, but she is introvert, but she will come and bring anything we do. She actually bring the perfection. She complete the things, so some of my weaknesses, it is good that she can come and she can complement and she can make it, raise the standard of the things, everything we do. So it is good that we always have some of the people, and sometimes we need to be humble enough to tell, that, yeah, I think the idea you are providing, it is better than the idea I have. So many times, leader, as a leader, we think, oh no, I said it, so that is the final. No, we need to be open. We need to open. If our employees and other people, they are saying that no, we can make it better. It is very, very important that we are broad enough to accept the other employees, their recommendation, their suggestions. Yes, Erona.
Yeah, sir, I'm also thinking about the weaknesses. That means sometimes like we ourselves like focus on strengths more than the weaknesses because we don't see weaknesses. But other people on the other side, like they can see the weaknesses in ourselves clearly. But sometimes being a leader, we are not willing to accept, or sometimes I think people don't dare to tell to the leader that what weaknesses they are seeing in them.
Yeah.
So I think in that scenario, we really need to give some space to our team or our subordinates so they may come and share what they see.
That's very, very important that we need to listen to other people. Many times, if you do not want to tell directly to your boss, this is the things, maybe you can say that, what about this? What about that? Our team members, they always say that, brother, if we do this, well, what do you think? That is the way they bring many, many things to me. And I think some of the suggestions, some of the things they're saying is much better than the way I thought about it. I would say one of the things, two of our students, they died in a motorcycle accident in the month of July. Then I told one of the meeting that, what about that if we give the family some of the, maybe 7 years, every course they want to do from Tilty, we can make it free. So Mr. Mansoor, he came and Mansoor said, brother, why only 7 years? Why not we give them whole life? And that is the things I was so encouraged that he really thought about, no, give for whole life free, make it free. I really liked it. And then we given the certificate to the family that whole life, if your immediate family want to do any courses from Tilty, it will be free for whole life. We need to be open to the other people, their ideas, their suggestions, and maybe many, many good things we can do together. So as a HR leader, the some other employee, normal employee, they can give us a good suggestion as well, how it will be beneficial for the company. At the same time, it will be beneficial for the employees as well. So our attitude is very, very positive. Attitude is very, very important, right? Most of the time, I heard one of the Harvard University, one of the research, they showed that most of the company, big companies, they hire people 80% time because of they have never done it, but still they have the attitude that I want to be a part of that great vision you have. The attitude actually helped them to hire that kind of people as well. And the Tilty, we also try to do this one thing, that we hire the people who are positive, who are open. At the same time, maybe they do not have a lot of skills, and they came to know when your attitude is very good, you're gonna learn it. And so we try not the all the time that very skilled person we do not hire, but the person is willing to learn, at the same time willing to take risk, and also have a very good attitude toward other people. And so that is the things we try to apply at our institute as well. Effective communication contribute significantly to the success of the team. That communication daily basis. Okay, Shajila.
Sir, I have a question about this. If a person come with attitude and he has no skills, but he is willing to learn, makes sense.
Yes.
But if a person come with attitude and has no skills, but he thinks he is like he no need to learn anything, then what will one should do?
Yeah, you can find that kind of people also in the organization. So when you hire, you want to make sure that a positive that they are willing to learn. What happened? We hired one of the person and for a position, and later we came to know that actually the position we hired, he or she, that person actually not qualified at all, not doing the job and do not know at all about the things, but applied and we trusted, so we hired. But when we given the job, was not able to do the job, then we thought about it that what about that if we give that employee a little bit training opportunity, and maybe 2 months or 3 months, we'll see how that person or she is doing. So we told them there are a couple of the training going on or online and we're going to pay for it. Would you please take the training? And that person is say, yes, I'm willing to take the training. And within 1 month, believe me, within 1 month, that person is came up with, and we cannot believe that, how much improvement that person was able to make. And our institute right now, many things happening because of that person willingness to learn from other and give the best for Tilty. And so that person actually was not qualified at all, but that person actually made himself or herself qualified within a month. So we are very grateful for that. So,
Yes,
but
that's good to know as well for me. But mostly I have seen like people with come attitude, they get more salary offer, but
yes.
after few months and within few months, uh, their survival is like a question for everyone. And the person with like more skills and they are down to earth and they are not like we are like we are not gonna build an empire, but they are working for the progress.
Yeah.
So uh, I always like look at that people, their confidence is quite high, and they make their self like they are gonna be a big like ambitious and like making progress and all such things, but in within few months like they are not able to show their progress and they have to leave. But the other on the other side, other people is more sustainable and like for personal growth and for the organization, they like they make difference, like huge difference in both sides, like progress, personal progress and the growth for company. So that's why I raised this question. Like
Yeah,
most of
you,
the time they don't participate and they don't give us what we want from them.
yeah. No, you will find this kind of people is true. It's true. And the organization, we faced one of the problem. Also, some of our team members, they're interested to doing outside job than inside job. So what we decided, okay, that because they love outside job, so why not we use them only for outside work? So now we are changing our technique as well. We try to find out what kind of things they like, and we started giving the job according to their likeness. So now we are getting the result, very good result as well. So sometime we need to be creative as well, because every time you cannot just hire and fire. It is not good for the company and for the reputation as well. So you try to find out, that what kind of things they like to. So everyone likes some kind of things. What kind of things they like and how we can use them. So, currently we are using few of our team members. They don't want to stay inside the office. They want to go outside, do different things. So we are finding the ways to use them in an outside job, and they are really doing well. So that is some of the techniques maybe you need to use as well. Sometimes find out what kind of person and what way you would be able to use them. So
Yes, we can say like the right formula for the right person.
yes, yeah. So different type of leadership styles, and at the same time, different kind of work ethics or work style is everyone is different as well. So you need to make sure that, you know, not only hiring and firing, but you try to help them, try to help that individual the way you can. So motivation is very, very important. You know, continuously talking to them. And sometime one of our, you know, media person, they will come up, you know, the brother, we made this video. And then I will say, okay, it is very good, but do you think you can do a little better job than this? He say, yes. I say, okay, go and then come back when you can do the better. So they will come back
Yes.
and I will see about it, and I will ask them, do you think you can do a little bit better than that? Yes, brother.
Yes,
Do
that's
better than
making
this.
sense somehow. Thank you for your input.
You know how you can be. You need to be gracious to them, at the same time, you know, help them to be creative as well. Open the door for them to be creative. Give them a little bit more time so that they can grow, and it will be good for the company. Company is getting the better quality as well. So yeah, that is the way. It is the way HR individual can help the other employees.
Yes, maybe because the hiring is not an easy process, and even making someone to leave the office is the more difficult for the organization as well for the employee. So that can help me in future in such kind of situation.
I believe that. I believe that. Yeah.
Thank you
So,
so much for your.
yeah. So most of the company in 2001 of the report, I got it, and then it says that the company and the organization who has the leadership development programs, they have seen that, you know, that positivity started coming within the employee. The ROI, return of the investment, is coming. You know, that they invested maybe $20,000, but at the end of the year they got maybe 200, 300,000 return came more. So actually short in a small amount of training budget actually help you to achieve a lot of money as well. So most of the organization who actually invested for the employee training purposes or the leadership training purposes, this report, you know, sometime you can just type it on a Google, and 2016 McQuick global report, you would be able to see that, you know, it is a very, very good things. So we know many different purposes leadership development program needs. So leadership development program we need, because leadership development is a requirement for leaders to stay effectively in a rapid changing environment. Every day something happened, right? Every week something happened new, something happened. The strike is happening, the global warming is happening, the flood is coming, earthquake is happening, strike is going on, some sickness is coming, you know, the environment is changing, stock market is changing, then you can say the interest rate, you know, going up and down, many different things is happening. So because of that, a leadership development program is essential, so that you can go, you know, with the flow. At the same time, when the current is coming, you know, the wave is coming, you can go with the wave. You know, it's not going to be disconnecting for you, but you can connect with that, you can go with the flow. It is because of this region, the leadership development program is very, very essential. Many times technology disruptive, that is the how you can handle this kind of things. new things is coming to the market, how to find it, how to use it for your benefit. And because of that, you need the training. So most importantly, that how you can make yourself more impactful for the society, for your family, for your friend circle, for your community, for your nation. Because of that, leadership development program is very, very essential. So it enables the continuous improvement and acquisition of the new method, abilities, and skills. So new method, abilities, and the skills, which help the leaders to improve their effectiveness and take on future challenges. Leadership development is essential for the retaining and enhancing the ability to lead others over time. Like if you want to give someone 50,000 rupees, then you need to have the 50,000 rupees, right? If you do not have the 50,000 rupees, you would not be able to give it. But if you have 100,000, then you would be able to give it 100,000. So because of that reason, that a leader need to be a little bit ahead of other people. Know a little bit more new technology is coming, what new information is coming, new skills is, that you can help other people to teach. So because of that, a leadership development program is very, very essential so that you would be able to lead other people effectively as well. And the benefit of the leadership development allows the managers and the corporate leaders to keep up with the continuous evolution in leadership and its associated skills such as communication, motivation, empathy, management, visualization, analysis, and other things. So communication, motivation, we can say the innovation as well, empathy, management, visualization, analysis, and other things. That is the benefit of the leadership development programs. Anyone want to say anything? Any other benefit? Let's go. This world right now, there is a lot of competition, right? Every day, your job is not very easier. Day by day, you need to face a lot of challenges. Like when we started our Leadership Institute, we faced a lot of challenges as well. And then we also need to come up with the things that why people is going to come to Tilty, not other. I would give you a few of the challenge and a few of the things, information that we went to the NAST University. And NAST University, we need to convince them that what Tilty have, they do not have. We need to convince them. They actually went to the market. They saw more than 1 month. They did a lot of inquiry about us. And, after the inquiry, then they came and they said, okay, we do understand that things you guys are actually providing, we do not have it. So then at the same way, we need to go to the Fatima Jinnah University, we need to go to the Sialkot University, different places. We need to, one of the places we went, I cannot mention their name right now because according to the confidentiality purposes, I cannot give you the name. But there, we told them that they said, oh, we are taking the training from the people, they have 20 different years of experience, a lot of, and then we told them that why not you take the training, 5 training from them and take 1 training from us, and then because you are investing, then you see that which one is giving you the more return. You take 5 training from them, take 1 training from us, and then you evaluate that which is more beneficial for you. And then that company actually invited us to come and work with them. So it is a competitive market. You need to have the confidence that no, the things we are providing, it is helping us, helping other people as well. You need to prove it, because nowadays You need to be tested to be trusted. Does it make sense? You need to be tested to be trusted. If you do not, people need to push and then see if you fall down, people is not gonna be, but the one is strong enough, people say, wow, this is very good, it's much both, it's very strong. So it is a competitive market, you need to prove yourself. And because of that, leadership development program is very, very essential, because you're gonna be aware about the things already in the market, which is why your things product is better than other product. I faced one of the time, that one of the guys came and he said, what you have, my product is better. Then I told him, okay, tell me about your product and I will tell you about my product. If your own is better, I will buy your one. But if my product is better, you need to buy my product.
There is some issue. And disconnect में आपको सब लोगों को ये टॉपिक सारे जो है अंडरस्टैंडेबल होंगे और
सर आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही।
ठीक है मैंने
Sorry, I think I lost you for a minute. Am I on now?
yeah you are right now audible to
Yes, we
Okay.
can hear.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Sorry, my internet, because of the electricity purpose is gone. Okay. Any question about it, the competition that you're gonna face, definitely you're gonna face. Anyone want to add something with the competition or the future, the things you think it can be difficult, and how we can actually come up with the new things to handle the future? Anyone want to say something about it?
So we start from the part we have left, like you were telling about the thing, the product, my product is better than your and your product better than mine. So
Oh.
can we start from that phrase?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I was actually talking with a person and he said that, I think my product is better than your product. And I say, okay, why not we talk about it? You tell me about your product and I will tell you about my product. If my product is better than your, then you're gonna buy it. But if your one is better than mine, I'm gonna buy it. And we started talking, we started dialogue. And after 6 days that I was able to sell one of my product, to that person. So that is the things that you need to have the information and then diversity, so that you would be able to tell other people that why your product is important, why your product need to buy, other people need to use it. So you need to have that confidence, at the same time awareness about the product. This is a challenging market, competitive market, so you need to have the information. Mansur Sab, you want to add something?
we have to be competitive in this market. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, so you definitely want to calculate, right? The challenge is the competition is coming, the investment you are making, and you need to have the prediction that I'm investing this much, what is going to happen next. So you need to have some prediction that how much is going to come, or how much money you have. 2-3 years you're not going to make any money. So are you have that kind of ability to handle it, to continuously pouring out the money into that. But if you really want to make the money, sometime you need to just invest, and then 2-3 years later, then you would be able to see the result. So that kind of prediction you need to have, and you need this kind of people that who would be able to bring the profit, not later, but immediate way. So you need to hire that kind of people as well, come up with the new ideas. And also, when you go through the competition, still you are making some, so that you are not losing a lot of money as well. Anything you want to add? Anyone have any question about it? If not, to succeed, we need to be a better than the competition, especially that we need to be cheaper, we need to be faster, we need to be better quality. Similarly, to succeed, all of us, we know about the fast food, right? In the market, fast food, chicken, and then you go to the, McDonald's, you go to the KFC, Subway, and any other things that you need to be cheaper, need to be faster, need to be better quality, and then you would be able to. Now, if it is not, you do not give in time, then the people is not gonna buy it. So it is not only cheaper, but the quality, you need to maintain the quality and give in time. So you need to hire that kind of people that who is going to deliver in time. The people nowadays, they do not have a lot of time. They want quick, everything quick. Only 2 weeks course, I need a certificate. And many times people don't want to go through the process, do not want to go through the training. They just need a paper, So you need to understand the people, their nature, their needs, and you need to deliver according to the need. So you need to come up with that kind of creativity, that kind of customized things, so that you are able to deliver it. Yeah, and otherwise, if you are not cheaper, if you are not faster, if you do not maintain the quality, you would not be able to succeed it. Yeah. Does it make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. And like, if you are not bringing up with solutions, you are not helpful.
Yes. And then, many time you do a negotiation with some organization or company. Make sure that the negotiation you do, you always give a little bit more than the things that you supposed to give, extra mile, extra go, extra performance, and then people would be able to come back to you. So it is very, very important. I'm sure that Mansoor Saab, when he decided to run this CHRP, and he mentioned to me, the brother, we really want to, not only the things we mentioned, we want to give a little bit extra. I know that he has the heart, and he always at the office, he tried to bring something new, try to give other people. Everyone is calling him, even in a night or the morning, anytime. He always in communication with them, give them the advice or any kind of suggestion. So I know that he is the person that he always go extra mile. So I tell other people, do not go to the extra mile if you are a Uber driver or a taxi driver. Do not go to the extra mile, because people are not gonna like it. But other than that, always try to help other people a little bit extra. It is very, very important. Any question about it? Anyone? self-awareness is very, very important. Perspective of the, helping other people. We need to see the way other people see the things. It is very, very important. Maybe some of the things we are always thinking, oh, this is the way. But if we really, use the other people, their shoes, and, use it to see the things, maybe from other people's side, it is different. So as an HR individual, as an HR manager, HR director, or HR leader, we need to see the things from the other people through their eyes. We need to hear the things the way they hear. And we need to touch the things the way they like to touch it. So it is very, very important, and it will be more impactful, and it will be more intentional. People will realize that, no, this leader, he really think about me, try to understand me. So it is very, very important to be successful, that if we cannot touch the heart, then it will, the teaching need to be touching. So touching the people, touching their heart, touching not the physical, touching, but we are touching the heart. It is very, very important for a leader, that you have done something that it was beneficial not only for the individual, but for their families as well. So it is very, very important for us to set an example for other people to follow. Workers morally, that is the things I would say. The many time, maybe you are not around with other people, but you set a standard, built inside of them, that when you are not there, still other people is going to work. If the leader is not around, the manager is not around, their character is that, no, they're going to do their job and they're going to do the best things. So that is kind of morality we need to build inside of other people. And then retaining the employee retain focus, that is the things the leadership development can bring awareness of the employee engagement and retention issues, and improve empowerment, empathy, and transparency, making people feel more connected to their team, organization, and purpose, thus increasing the retention. They will feel the connection. They say, no, I am the one responsible for this job. If I don't do, is going to be affect many other people as well. They will take the personal responsibility. So that kind of things that HR individual need to build to the other people inside of their mind, that you are the one actually helping other people to receive the benefit. So that kind of stability, that kind of motivation, that kind of encouragement, at the same time, keep them a little bit extra so that they also take the little personal responsibility as well. So anything you need to do it, do it for them so that they would be able to do it for other people as well. Any question? And mentoring, is very, very important. And what is the difference between coaching and mentoring? Anyone? What is the difference between coaching and mentoring?
Coach is one who's trained you for specific purpose, like in specific field.
Mhm.
Or mentor is a person who stay with you,
Mhm.
like ethically, morally, or a guidance, but not a coach, like not a teacher, but like more a elder or
Mhm.
more experienced person, and they help you in different fields, in different, like you are a person living, like struggling with different things, so you can just go to your mentor and you can discuss, but he will advise you, but he will share his experience, but he will not ask you to practice this.
Yes, that's very true. That's very true. And then, so coach is a special purpose, right? A specific purpose. And also anything coach says that you need to do it. But mentor, the way a mentor will say it, but mentor will give you different kind of options, and you can choose one of the option which is better for you. The mentor will tell you different kind of experience they have and what they have done during that problem happened. They will say, no? but it's not going to make you bound you to take their decision. You need to make your own decision. But in the coach, the way he or she is saying to you, you need to do that is exact way, right? That is the difference.
Yes, I guess.
Yes. So a good leader is a good mentor. He's not going to tell you what to do, but giving you different options. And then from that option, you can choose which is better for you, for your family, for your, future as well. So that is the mentoring things. A leader always takes someone and, do the things together. So that is one of the development process, the collective leadership strategy, that you take someone with you and then you work together, you are going somewhere, you always take that someone with you and let them hear how you deal with other people, how you make the conversation, how you do the negotiation, how you impact other people's lives. Someone is observing you, and then sometimes you give them the opportunity. They come, okay, you do it, so then that is the way they actually learn. So different strategy, they actually learn from you, different how you made the decision based on that, what is the environment, what was the challenges, so that is the what kind of dialogue you have done. So they learn kind of this kind of things that they learn. Second line leader, third line leader, they also learn from you, and that is a collective way, right? So collective leadership focusing on creating a favorable environment where leadership can blossom rather than actively developing leaders themselves, like flourish. They create the environment as well. Essentially, in the approach involves the entire team in decision making and leadership. So they discuss with each other, what do you think about it? What do you think, how we can make it better? So it's a discussion based decision making, and exposing them to dialogue and discussion they might otherwise never have experienced, while bringing out more ideas and perspective at the same time. So when many groups you talk about it, many different things, that many good ideas comes, and from the good ideas you can choose the best idea. So because of that, that you need a different kind of teams, a different kind of groups. What is the difference between a team and a group? What is the difference between a team and a group? Any idea?
In a team, you have a collective goal. You work for a one purpose, but in a group, you may be like work for like you belong to different tasks. Like when I was in USA, in a group, we call it a group of students, like coming from different countries and living together. We were enrolled in same activities, but on the other side, we were enrolled in different programs. Like our field of study was different, but we have one purpose as well. But we were a group, not a team. But when we can say it's a team, we have a collective goal and we work for the same thing.
Yes, that's very true. Thank you. So that is the things that you discuss with different groups and the teams and take the information from them, encourage them to discuss so that they come up with the new ideas as well. So that is a leader's job as well. And why great leadership is vital. They help motivate and grow employees. They move the big business forward. They created the loyal customers. They created the passionate brand ambassadors, and they inspire other leaders to be great. So this is the reason great leadership is very vital. I would say that HR leadership, this is the reason is very vital, so that they would be able to motivate and bring the business forward, and then at the same time so that the people will come back to buy the product are very loyal, that this is the things I love and I'm going to buy this kind of things because it's is beneficial for me. Like if you buy an iPhone, you always go buy another iPhone, right? When you're losing that one. So he's a loyal customer. This is the things we are talking about. And we have a couple of the things other, but we actually do not have the time. But coaching, mentoring, accountability, change management, influence and negotiation, communication, goals and milestones. That is a very, very important element of leadership development program. And we need to have so that other employees, they have the opportunity to go to the next level. They are not always doing the same thing, but they have the ability to do many, many things. So because of that, it is very, very important and vital. Effective strategy, translating the strategy into the vision so that everyone in the same page, they understand the vision. What is the vision? Sometimes you need to be in the book. In the book, it is a different chapter, right? One book can be different chapters. But at the same time, you need to understand that
अगेन कनेक्टिविटी प्रॉब्लम आ गया वहाँ पे, तो कर लेंगे। Alright, अच्छी। मैं- जो हमने अभी तक इसको स्टडी किया, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक। बीइंग एन एचआर प्रोफेशनल, लीडरशिप डेवलपमेंट जो है वो एक कोर कंपोनेंट बन जाता है एचआर के अंदर। जब आप एचआर के अंदर आते हैं तो
okay, I think, yeah, we're gonna finish now. And Mansoor Saab is going to give this presentation to you so that you would be able to see it, and you would be able to make your own. You can use some of the materials here, but you can make your own as well. So Mansoor Saab, I will going back to you, maybe. Yeah, maybe some of the things you would be able to see it. We're gonna finish it because of the time.
Yeah.
Anyone have any question?
कोई भी सवाल किसी का भी हो लीडरशिप डेवलपमेंट इन एचआर से रेलेवेंट, तो आप पूछ सकते हैं, बात कर सकते हैं। तो हमारी जो आज की प्रेजेंटेशन है वो भी ऑलमोस्ट कंप्लीट होने जा रही है। साथ और आपके साथ रिकॉर्डिंग भी शेयर कर दी जाएगी, उसका लिंक भी शेयर कर दिया जाएगा, साथ में ये प्रेजेंटेशन भी शेयर कर दी जाएगी आप लोगों के साथ और उन लोगों के साथ भी ग्रुप के जो ज्वाइन नहीं कर सके हमें आज इस सेशन के अंदर। तो इस सेशन में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हम सब लोगों ने मिलके अपनी रिसर्च भी करनी है कि सिर्फ लिमिटेड नहीं है इस टॉपिक तक या इन स्लाइड्स तक, इससे ज़्यादा भी हो सकता है। और बहुत सी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साइज के पर्सपेक्टिव से ये जो प्रैक्टिस है वो डिफरेंट भी हो सकती है। किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जो इवॉल्व हो रही है, इमर्ज हो रही है या एवोल्यूशन कर रही है, तो वहाँ पे और ज़्यादा बेटर एक्सपीरियंस है, डिफरेंट एक्सपीरियंस है। और वहाँ पे जहाँ पे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मेच्योर हो चुकी है, वहाँ पे एचआर का पूरा डिपार्टमेंट भी इवॉल्व हो चुका है, मेच्योर हो चुका है, डिफरेंट स्ट्रीम्स में बाइफरकेट हुआ हुआ है, डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हुआ हुआ है, तो वहाँ पे भी आप इसको और अंदाज में डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव में देख सकती हैं। राइट, तो मैं चाहूँगा कि हम इसको यहाँ पे कंक्लूड करते हैं। आप लोगों के साथ मैं लिंक शेयर कर दूंगा और प्रेजेंटेशन भी शेयर कर दूंगा, तो देखिएगा और आपके लिए बड़ी हेल्पफुल होगी ये प्रैक्टिस कि आप अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर अपने पर्सपेक्टिव में कैसे लीडरशिप को डेवलप करते हैं। हर टीयर की लीडरशिप, डिफरेंट टीयर की जो लीडरशिप उनको फ्रॉम एग्जीक्यूटिव लीडरशिप, इमर्जिंग लीडरशिप टू एग्जीक्यूटिव लीडरशिप, तो हर टीयर पे इसको आप मिलाएंगे 5 लेवल ऑफ लीडरशिप के साथ, आपको बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी तरह से ये चीज़ें अंडरस्टैंडेबल हो जाएंगी। convenient हो जाएगा चीज़ों को
Thank you everyone for the opportunity
Thank
to
you,
serve
sir.
you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good night. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, brother. To complete and conclude the session, we have to leave from the session. Have a nice weekend, everyone else.
Thank you. Thank you.